like it shouldn't be your tagline. Like, I don't even write. Well, like, if it's not quality product, who cares? We can tell, like, it's like, it maybe if you took the time to write, your shit would be a little better. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny that Hov made that joke, because it's like, sometimes I feel like people almost pride themselves on that and kind of look at me funny when I pull out my phone and start writing. Like, you write, like what? But I mean, to each their own, and you got to do what works for you. It's a creative process, man. That's what it's about. It's an individual creative process. It shouldn't be about, there's no standard. Like, you don't have to not write to be a good rapper. So, I mean, as soon as you understand that and you get comfortable with yourself, like, I don't care. I'll pull my phone out in front of anybody and start writing and say, yo, I got to go and check this website or do, I don't, because I know that when I come with that verse, you're going to be like, oh, okay, that's why it took 2 hours and you had to, you needed the wireless internet hooked up. Oh, that's why, So, I mean, it's just about quality, man, and just taking pride in yourself, and having an ear. A lot of artists don't even know when they sound wrong or off. They like, yeah, that sounds the same as that hit that I have on the radio. And it's like, if you can't place, if you don't know when something's wrong, you're gonna have, you're not gonna be one of the greats. Might be cool for a minute, but I mean, yeah.
9.9% of the time, and then it's the hook, and then it's like done. Once you have the hook, it's like done. That's the hardest part. You know what I mean? Like, but it's also the easiest part, because if it's hard, then like I just skip it. That's why I have a playlist on my computer of just like thousands of beats. Those are all beats that I love, but it's like I skip them because it's like the hook didn't instantly come. So I was over it. Once the hook comes, I mean, you just fill it in with verses and then you're out. I don't like try to overcomplicate things. I just go off feeling.
My process, it starts from just a whole bunch of premeditated thoughts. The process of me thinking about the ideas and what I want to say next. Yeah. And by the time I get into the studio, I have to find that exact sound that triggered the emotion or the idea that I thought about 2 months ago. I have to make notes, because a lot of my inspiration comes from meeting people or going outside of the country or going around the corner to my old neighborhood, talking to a 5-year-old little boy. And I have to remember these things. I have to write them down, and then 5 or 3 months later, I have to find that same emotion that I felt when I was inspired by it. So I had to dig all the way deep and see what were the things that triggered the idea. It comes back. It comes back. It comes because I have key little words that make me realize the exact motion and what drew the inspiration.
What do I do when I get writer's block? Honestly, write through it. You know what it is, as far as when you get stuck on something, like especially in the studio, like 'cause the fastest time I've ever recorded a song has been 26 minutes, and I've done a whole song. It's quick, but but the way I kind of do it, like if I go in there and write a rap or I don't kind of write, I don't do that kind of technique. I kind of took like the Jay-Z and the Wayne approach to my singing and my writing. So when I go in the studio, a little bit of marijuana every now and then. so no, not promoting it, but everybody smokes some weed. Yeah. So go up in
there all the time. Have them talk about it. All right, go.
Speak on it.
So when I go in there, I just listen to the music and let it continuously, just happen. And if I get stuck on something, go to the next beat.
Right.
So you don't get stuck and convoluted.
I don't overthink it. Music is really just, people love to hear something that came out that was good, that's natural, that doesn't sound forced, that sounds authentic. People love that. So, even certain breaths and little sounds that people make in between the words that they say could make the song a hit. Just like the cadence of the way that they breathe it and the way they mouth is like moving. You can fix your mouth to talk in like a different voice, and it's just, I just let what flows out of me flows. So if it's something that sounds like it needs to be spazzed on, I'll spaz. But like, I try not to overthink shit.
I mean, you just go in there and go crazy. It's like a completely different art form. It's like boxing versus UFC.
No, it's like freehand versus tracing.
Oh, okay. But you don't think that you could end up with something better if you sometimes wrote some stuff?
No.
It's just not for you.
Nope. Fuck that. I could write sometimes. When I'm really down, I could write raw ass shit, but that's some shit that's different. Not on a regular basis, I'm not gonna pick up my phone and start typing, nor pick up a notepad and start scribbling shit. I'm gonna go in there and
my heart is always gonna be with me, but as an individual, I mean, I got an imagination, and that's what I use when I make my music. Without no imagination, man, you're not making up nothing, and that's what poetry is all about. It has a lot to do with thought, and Queensbridge is always in me, but I'm just putting down whatever I'm thinking about. It's life experience written down on paper and then made into albums, you know what I mean? Because it's like you talking about everything you're going through, and as you grow, you learn, you know what I mean? And each album will be the different experience. It's all about experiences, really.